Round 1.
Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Much love. My name is Joshua Jacob Jones Jr. I'm a Street Beefs fighter. Thank you all for watching.
Round 2.
Daniel, Salmon, Girl, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all for being here. Much love.
Round 3.
Jacob Powell, you're my #1 fan. It even says it on there. You've been leaving a lot of likes or what, buddy?
Round 4.
David Jacoby back. He blocked me on Instagram. I never backed out of nothing. He said he was supposed to be here one day and just never showed up, so I don't know who backed out. It says you're number 2. I guess somebody else took your spot because you're a loser, but
Round 5.
still sounds like you're a fan. I can see right there on the screen how much you interact with my video, and that's how I determine whether you're a fan or not. You're probably one of my biggest fans. No, I probably won't fight death sentence.
Round 6. Final.
Hell yeah. That was good. That was real good. Got my 3 miles in today. That was 6 rounds on the bag. I feel good. But I think I broke my treadmill. I know I say this a lot, but this time when it went out, I smelled some weird burning electric smell. So I definitely think it's done this time. And that sucks. So I might have to start running outside. That's okay. I got some train tracks nearby my house. If I can run to those, it's like 3 miles away. Or well, it's 3 miles there and back. Just about anyway. It's like 2.7. And then I can finish off with a couple laps around my house and then probably round it up to 3. But it sucks running on the dirt road, man. When people drive past, kicks up dirt, gets in your mouth, gets in your eyes. And then the sun sucks. The wind sucks. The heat sucks. Yeah, there's some other things I probably could mention. Oh, one time I got ran off the road and had to jump into the bushes. And I got like some twigs and stuff in my hand. That sucked. But I didn't get hit by a car at least. But dude had to have been drunk because he was swerving all over the place. It just looked dangerous. Oh, man. I really put in some work today. If Jacob Powell had fought anybody even half as, like known as Earthling 7, I'd maybe respect his opinion, but I don't think Jacob Powell's ever had a fight in his life, so I really don't care. And even if he does say that he's this and that and yada yada, I mean, it's all just hearsay and talk, and I hear that from so many people all the time, and none of them ever prove it by uploading any of their fights or any of their events or anything like that. They just blabber their lips all over the internet. Well, wait, do I usually fight at like 170? I don't see how running backward is going to help me with my speed, but I'm not really taking any advice or anything anyway. I've been training for the last 3 days, and if I'm not that fast, it's probably because I'm tired, but also, yeah. You can't be fast all the time. Speed only gets you so far in a fight, and sometimes being too hasty, being too quick without being responsible with it can get you in trouble. So, I've seen a lot of fast fighters get caught because they were trying to be fast instead of trying to be responsible. My girl checks out the Ginger OnlyFans models with me. My coach didn't coach me from like my coach only coached me for my last 2 fights. And my losses aren't his responsibility. That has nothing to do with him. That's all on me. And I'm just doing what I love, man. Win or lose, I don't care. I'm following my dreams. I'm getting a name. I'm putting myself out there. I got a lot of views on YouTube. I got a lot of followers. I get a lot of likes. I get a lot of comments. I make a lot of videos. I get a lot of attention, good and bad, and I don't really care what your opinion is, man, because I'm just gonna keep doing me, and I'm gonna keep climbing the staircase until I get to wherever I'm gonna get. You know, life's a journey. We're here for a short time, but we're part of forever, and time doesn't stop when I die. So I'm just gonna keep doing my thing until I can't, and that's all I gotta say. You know, I do what I love, and I love what I do. It makes me happy. It makes me feel good, and that's the best way for me to explain my life as a combat sports athlete. So the losses don't really matter to me as much as they matter to you, clearly, and that's just how it's going to be from here on out, I guess. I don't know what else to say. Lifting weights is important for building strength in boxing. I don't get paid anything. I appreciated Adolf Hitler, but I don't really need any advice. I got a coach, and I'll be doing my thing. No, I don't get paid any money from StreetBeefs. Could I beat death sentence? Probably. I really like Miraji. He's a good guy. I think people give him a bad rap because they only see one side of him on the media, but I'm friends with him on Facebook and stuff, and I think that, you know, people don't know him personally enough to necessarily declare him as, you know, this outrageous joke that they do. He's just a beginner, and he's had a lot of fights as a beginner, and so he's lost a lot. And you know, like, he definitely doesn't let his disabilities, you know, run his life. You know, he's definitely like always getting out there and always doing his thing. And would I come fight in Canada? Yeah, I'd come fight in Canada if my coach would take me there. Oh, I'm still cocky, bro. People talk shit to me, and you know, you see how it goes when I beat them. Win or lose, it's just part of the game. You know, I take the good with the bad. I'm not gonna sit here and complain about every loss I get like I'm some crybaby. Yeah, I hate to lose, but it's part of the sport. It's part of who I am now. It's part of my identity to say that I've lost, and I'm not afraid of that, bro. You sound more afraid of it than I do. I don't understand what you're so afraid of. That's why you haven't fought, is because you're so afraid to lose. That's why you don't have a record. That's why you don't have any fights. That's why you don't make YouTube videos. And this is the cocky side of me coming out. You know, this is why I don't listen to people on the internet, because you're all just a bunch of randos, bro. To be honest, you all have no credibility, and I'm not going to take any advice from people who have no credibility unless you come to me in person, you show me what you've done. Maybe then I'll take your advice. Maybe then I'll respect you face to face, because we all know shit goes different when we're man to man, face to face, toe to toe, eye to eye. Things don't go the same when they talk big game on the fucking internet. Dude, I've seen it. I've been through this so many times, bro. So many fucking times. Everybody wants to act big on the internet. I'm a real nice guy. I'm a nice guy in real life. But you know when I'm not nice? When I put on those fucking gloves and I get in the fucking ring. I start swinging for people's heads. And I might not always win, but I fucking hurt people, bro. And I don't need a lot. I don't need a lot. That's all. I need just like 2 punches, 3 punches. I'll swallow a motherfucker's mouth shut. I'll fucking make them never want to talk again. My advice to you is stop giving advice to people on the internet. It's a waste of your time, bro. Nobody's really going to listen. You're nobody. I don't need advice. You don't need to give advice. This like holier than thou fucking shit. I'm so much better than you because I have an outside perspective. It's just fucking stupid, bro. You're nobody. You all fucking nobodies. Unless you're some fucking famous boxing coach or you're some famous boxer, I don't really give a fuck about what you got to say. And the most famous boxers and famous boxing coaches aren't going to get onto my live and sit here and lecture me about what I need to do and waste their time. They get paid to do that in the gym. They get paid to go fight. They get paid to go teach people. That's not their job to get on the fucking internet and waste their time when they're relaxing during their day. Like people just want to sit there and run their mouth all fucking day, bro. My beard does connect with my mustache, but I shave it. You see all the little stubble growing in? I don't like it. I just like to drink cups of milk without it getting in my mustache. That's why I don't connect my beard to my mustache. Could I beat Jake Paul full power? He weighs like 20 pounds more than me, but maybe I could maybe put up a good fight against him. Who knows? I actually practiced kickboxing and MMA for a long time before I got into boxing for about a year and a half. I guess that's a long time, but not really. Bro sitting there talking about how StreetBeefs rounds are short. Bro, they're the same as amateur boxing matches. They fight 3 2-minute rounds, and then the championship fights are 5 3-minute rounds. That's StreetBeefs, bro. If you ain't never watched their fights, if you don't pay attention, don't talk out of your ass, bro. Like all of my fights have been 6, 9, 12 minutes, something like that. I had one fight that was 3 minutes because we were short for time fighting inside of the rec center, and I beat that dude up. My fights are on my page. You can look me up. My name is Joshua Jones. Yeah, StreetBeefs has got some killers in it for sure. These guys are talking shit about how I fought Earthling 7. I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of Earthling 7, but he was the champion in StreetBeefs in my weight class, and it was my second fight in StreetBeefs. I had fought Demon Monsoon, who isn't that decorated of a fighter. He has a lot of fights, and academically, he's got a lot on his record, but he's not anything to be like hyped about. You know what I mean? And when it comes to his performances. But Earthling 7, he's a killer, and he did some good shit to me. He cracked my ribs, but I mean, this is not an excuse at all. Like, I came into that fight as ready as I could have been, but I tore my esophagus about 3 months before that fight. I got COVID and puked so profusely that I threw up blood, and I had to go to the hospital. I had to stay overnight in the hospital. They gave me fluid. They ran a bunch of tests on me and they made sure I was okay before they sent me home. And then I just like had such a hard time getting back into it after that. Also, I broke my pinky punching Demon Monsoon in the head really hard, so I couldn't punch with my left hand for a long time. So like in between those two things, I kind of like fell off. That was my own bad. I should have found a way to train harder and make up for that. But Earthling 7 came at me hard, cracked my rib. I dropped, got back up, finished the fight. much respect to him. He was the champion. Told me I was top 5 in the division, which hell, I appreciate that. Did I think I was top 5 in the division at the time? No, I don't think so. And you can ask him all this. This is all true shit. He's a really good dude. He's really nice. He's scary, super intimidating. Fucking probably the scariest fighter I've ever been in the ring with. Not the biggest or the hardest hitter. Definitely the most volume, like, and output that I've ever got from another puncher, though. Am I made out of paper mache? I don't know. The guy hit me like 30 times in the body before he finally cracked my rib, it seemed like. So I think he earned it. And I got back up and finished the fight. So I don't know. I'd like to see you guys break your rib and then go try to finish another minute and a half of boxing. No, it wasn't even a minute and a half. Like, I think he dropped me like, what, 30 seconds into that fight. And I got up and finished the next, 5 minutes and 30 seconds or whatever. So I fought the whole thing. I've had hard sparring matches against amateurs and pros. They've cracked my ribs before. I've been hurt. I've been put down. I've fought through it. That's part of boxing, man. I think these like people that are talking right now, they're so afraid of their own losses that they want to like try to like make me feel self-conscious about mine. But in reality, like I've already done accepted those losses and I wear them on my sleeve. I'm completely comfortable with saying that I lost to Earthling 7. I lost to Mr. Man. I lost to Lycan, but I think that was probably the closest fight that I could go back and fucking do and probably do better against him. Lycan was pretty good, but he was a Golden Gloves boxer back when he was a teenager. So, he won actual like amateur championships in boxing. And then Mr. Man, he fought Ella Coyote. He fought Big Daddy William. He's fought some really decorated boxers within the Street Beefs community. And so, like, the level of competition that I had faced going up against him wasn't even close to the level of competition he'd faced. We both had 3 losses. Well, technically I had 2 losses and a tie, but I don't consider a tie a win or anything. I'll just consider it a loss because I'm completely comfortable with that. You know what I mean? Like, that's just another thing that I could chalk up to, me being humble and modest and most of all honest with myself. I'm not going to lie to myself. I'm not going to cheat myself and say that I've earned some sort of respect that I didn't. If it's not a win, it's not a win. And I really don't care. I'm a fighter, and that's all I got to say. You know what I mean? Jacob ain't got no fights, bro. No, Street Beefs only has 3 locations. 4 locations, actually. Yeah, I'm an admin with one of the Street Beefs Facebook groups. Yeah, there's one in Seattle, there's one in Arizona, there's one in Nevada, and there's one in West Virginia. They got one in Texas too called the Dirty South. I had losses before I joined Street Beefs. I lost to Cannon Kellerman, and there's some people that'll say that's a draw. I guess that's up in air for debate. But when I first had that fight, as soon as like we walked away, they said I won, and I know I didn't win because he knocked me down and I didn't knock him down. So like, there's no fucking way that I won that fight if I got knocked down and I didn't return the favor. So and he was just an older, stronger guy. I was 19. I think he was 22. He hit a lot harder than I could, and he was a lot more experienced. He went to a real gym, and I was still self-trained at the time. He beat me up pretty good. It wasn't the first time that I got into a hard fight, though. And then my next fight after that was Angel Angelo smoked him, mopped the floor with that guy. Then after that, I fought Demon Monsoon, and then I fought Demon Monsoon again, and then I had like 3 more fights. Yeah, 3 more fights. I fought a guy named Anthony Sanchez. I fought a guy named Nick Garcia. And I fought a guy named Marshall King, I think was his last name. I beat all 3 of those guys, and then I went back and rematched for the 3rd time Demon Monsoon, but this time in StreetBeefs West Coast. And then after that, I fought Lycan. Or no, after that, I fought Earthling 7, and then I fought Lycan, and then I fought Mr. Man. And then I fought this last kid, Marquise, who is now one of my sparring partners. We trained together, and he just needed the experience against somebody, and they wanted to fight me because I had been in StreetBeefs, and they're trying to make their own fight league, so they wanted the like foot in the door to try to get their name out there on YouTube. I'm not mad. Nobody's stroking my ego. I don't care what you guys think about me. If anything, I'm telling you, you need to reflect on yourself. You're trying to, like, fucking push insecurities onto me that I don't even have. It's like talking to a brick wall at this point. I don't know how to impress upon to you that physical damage done to my body will not affect me in the long term. Yo. This is my home, bro. Let's go in my house. Shut the fuck up. Alright. Sadie, shut up. What's up? What you doing? Huh? What you doing? You good boy. You good girl. Yeah. I don't look that great. But I've been lifting hella weights, so I feel pretty good. I feel strong and stuff, like stronger than I usually am, which is kind of cool. My coach has been making me do a lot of running and stuff. I ain't got much else to say other than that. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft. I need to do my dishes. Yeah. There's never a time that I said I'd jump you, bro. How many KOs do I have? I have like 3 TKOs. I don't really have any like KOs. My day job, I'm a fry cook, like grill cook at a restaurant, 4th Street Grill. be making steaks and burgers and Mystic biscuits and food. It's like a diner. It's kind of like a diner. I'm not gonna lie. Very like diner-esque. We have like cake. We have like weird desserts that got weird names, like the Mystic biscuits. Um, we do like chicken fried steaks. We do sirloins. We do burgers. We do like local beef burgers. We got like stuff like that. Did I fight a guy in socks? Yeah, that dude was stupid, bro. Like, uh, he like wanted to like honestly, he was just like this Jacob Pallo guy. He was like talking crap about me to my nephew. He watched my stuff on the internet. He thought he could beat me up. He had all these fights in like the streets or whatever where he'd like really hurt people. He didn't think I was that good of a fighter. One day he actually came and watched my fights and he like seen how big I was compared to him. And I told him, I was like, yeah, bro, like I don't usually fight people that are smaller than me. And he was still just all about it. He kept talking crap. So I was like, whatever, you know, we can glove up. He said give him like 90 days to train. Um, he trained. I had another fight. And then like a week or 2 weeks later after that fight, I fought him, and I still had a black eye from that last fight. Uh, and yeah, it's just how it was. Guy was okay, I guess. I used to be self-taught, and I never really had a coach or anything. You know, I had some people here and there like give me some advice that I would take, like some closely like related like individuals, like people that I knew personally, you know what I mean? I'd take their advice when I was younger, but as I got older and they stopped watching my lives, I stopped taking advice from people. I said that if we went to the MMA gym, that they're not too keen on people just showing up to fight their students. So we would definitely go do it at the boxing gym where, you know, it would be a more respectful environment. Not saying that the MMA guys are a little bit different than the boxer guys, but the MMA guys are a little bit different than the boxer guys. MMA dudes will choke you the fuck out if you disrespect their gym. They'll kick you in the damn head and kick you the fuck out. Like, "Bop, bop, bop, get the fuck out of here." And no, that's just the MMA gym here, bro. I don't know if all MMA gyms are like that, but that's how Grizzly MMA is, bro. They don't fuck around. It's a very tight-knit community. It's a small town. And I wouldn't be surprised if you fucked around if somebody would go get a gun out of their truck at that place, bro. But like at my boxing gym, we're all just like trying to keep the peace most of the time. The MMA guys, they'll like be getting in fights and throwing off their gloves and stuff like that. I don't understand the whole throwing off the gloves thing. I'm like, y'all are already fighting. Why you gotta throw your gloves off? I don't get that. Your mom calls me Jeffrey Dahmer because I'd be murdering that ass. Your mom calls me Jeffrey Dahmer because I eat it raw from the back. Alright, guys. I'm going to bed. It's 1:25 in the morning here. And, I got work tomorrow, so I'm gonna be crashing out and doing my thing. Y'all have a great night. Peace and love.